Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. The Brave, Season 1, Episode 3. This episode is called... We're in Mexico, folks. We're talking Mexico to D.C., trying to get this thing situated. And let me ask you a question. In the very beginning, when we saw Vargas, did you think when he was touching all of those wires, he was going to get electrocuted? It was just me. So I'm the shady person. Whatever. Every episode of The Brave basically has the bad guy, the brains, the team. Team always wins. They celebrate at the end, and they give us this beautiful shot of all 5 members. Happened episode 1, happened episode 2, and it happened this episode number 3. So the bad guy, this situation is Booth. It is. He has the most villainous face. He has that. His face looks familiar. I'm sure I've seen him in a movie. Familiar face. All the higher ups are basically saying, hey man, that we could do one of 2 things to Booths. We can kill him or we should capture him. So it's cap or kill game that we're playing, and the tally marks go 2 for capture, 2 for kill. And who was our third person who made it that indecisive decision? Deputy Director. Deputy Director Candle says, you know what? I don't want to capture, I don't want to kill, I want to listen. Her vote was for neither. She uses intelligence. Of course, she's intelligent, so of course she would rather listen than hurt than harm. Her harm is different from others. Her harm is the squad to do it, but she wants to gain as much information as possible in the process. Hannah and Noah are the brains, the squad are the muscle, and Deputy Director is the ability, the approval for all of this to go down, right? Make sure y'all drop a comment below and let me know what you think about this season so far. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you think it's corny? Do you think they'll make it to season 2? So they got an inside man. Basically, Vargas is the inside man. And so they have an inside man with some intel, and he wants to make sure this chick named Sophia is safe. He's got a thing for her. At first I was thinking, okay, is this his sister? Is this his boo? He's got a crush on her. What's the deal? I enjoy seeing the squad in this episode. How they set up at the restaurant, it was super cool. Jazz hit him with the countdown. How they transform characters, you know, they go undercover. They go undercover into everyday people. As usual, Jazz gets it done. She's always the one to get it done. Captain is always the one that guides them, but she gets it done. And without her and Preach, it kind of would fall apart. They did go super old school with the Glock and the newspaper sitting on the park bench. I said, okay, so you're just gonna give us vintage 90s movie vibe, right? That goes right there with the pop can or the coffee, and they talking into the hand in hand, those 2. They end up getting the cell phone. They bugged this necklace, which was kind of cool because, you know, it was sentimental to this horrible person. Here's my beef. My beef with this episode had to do with pork rinds more than anything. Well, if you're going to put her on the pork rinds as a de-stressor, you better have some hot sauce to go along with it. So what happened to Hannah, man? Like I said, the muscle, the brains are also just as qualified to be the muscle. Her background. Last episode, we found out a little bit about Noah. So Booths recognized one of the squad, so they had to switch the plan. The plan got switched a million times this episode. It went from A, B, C. They were at D&E at this point, man. It was D&E. One of my favorite shots would have to be them wearing the cowboy hats, making it happen. Gangsta. It was a whole lot of extravagant maneuvers just to get that necklace swapped. I'm just saying. The villain's number 2 guy, his info guy, actually figured it out. Sophia would have to be the lead-in to why stuff is going bad. Anyway, at the end, you know how it ended. I ain't gotta tell you. It was a decent episode. Kind of predictable. Yes, it was predictable. However, they did leave us with that celebration, that beautiful GQ magazine pose at the end when they were all when they were all in front of that jet. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. I know I said cool about 99,000 times this episode because that's all I could think about. It was alright. You know, I hate to say it, mediocre, yeah. Hopefully episode 4 is more intense than episode 3. I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought about this one. Until the next time, peace.